Hi, this is Dawn Olszewski with DOstampingWithDawn.com, and I'm here for another How'd She Do That video. And today I'm going to show you how to make the birdhouse. Now, I posted this on my blog and I got lots of requests for a video. And I actually tried to write up the instructions, but sometimes, you know, it's easier to learn visually than it is to try to write up instructions that people understand. So let's get started. First thing that you'll do is you'll take out your hardwood stamp set and you'll stamp that with Crumb Cake onto a piece of crumb cake. Any size will do, you just need a scrap of paper. Now I've already done that here. I've also already taken Stampin' Up's Long Reach. This is a new punch for them. We have 3 of these handheld punches and I'm using the new 1/4 inch one. And I do like it because look how far in it could go. I only needed to go in a little ways. So let's talk a little bit about the positioning. For me, I found if I punch that kind of in the center of one of those panels, that's kind of good for lining. Now the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take out your new What's Up punch. Now when I first looked at this, I totally saw a birdhouse. Apparently it's supposed to be an arrow. So like I say, we're going to use it for a birdhouse. So we're going to tip it over and we're going to align. The alignment on this is that this little centerpiece is kind of like the hole for the birdhouse. And I think if you take a piece of paper, I'm going to just grab something here, and you put it over it like this, you can kind of go, oh, that's a little high. We kind of want it centered top to bottom, but just for kind of where the roof line would come in, that looks good. And then side to side. And go ahead and punch that. Now keep your punch out because you're going to need 2 more punch outs. Another one that's not stamped in Crumb Cake, and the 3rd one in Cabana. Okay, so the Cabana one, that's going to be our roof. And so all we're going to do is going to cut that triangle from the top off, and we have a roof line. Now the one that is not stamped, we can just set that aside for a minute. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of sponging. So I got out my sponge dauber. This is the Crumb Cake ink. And we're going to do a little bit of sponging. And I kind of like just a little light hand to it. You can always come in, back in and make it darker. But we want this to pop a little bit on the roof line, and same with this. Now I don't need to do the roof line, I only need to do kind of the house part of it. I'm going to do that real quick. And then also where that hole is, we want to make that pop a little bit more. Okay, so let's attach our roof to the house. There we go. And then I've already added some dimensionals here, and you can see I like to use my edges here, and all I do is I place them right on here and I just tear them. Easy to use. So these are all ready to go. I'm going to put the back of my house on. Tip there. And there's our cute little birdhouse. How darling is that? Now, if you notice, there was another arrow here, and I used that for greetings, but let me show a tip for using it for that. When I stamped and punched the first time, I got the arrow going in this direction, but I wanted it to be in this direction. So I stamped it. Okay, and this was the position to stamp if you're going to get your arrow pointing towards the left. But if you want your arrow pointing to the right, you have to turn it upside down. Yep. And you just align it within the punch there. That looks good. And then we have exactly what we're looking for. So there's my tips of the day. I hope you enjoyed that. And this darling card, I just love the way that it turned out. Just to point out, these cute little hearts are from the sequins. It's the In Color Sequins from 2013 to 2015. Aren't they darling? So I hope you enjoyed that. Be sure to stop by my blog at DOstampingWithDawn.com for lots more creative ideas and inspiration.